cut and break.
Good day everyone and welcome back to day 2, session 1 here at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship 2025. This is the Hayball division that we have on the TV table now. We are being broadcasted on WPALive.tv, on the Joy World Hayball Tour Facebook page and YouTube page as great action. Yes, I have a lot more action. Well, on the TV table have Nandu from Zambia against Abdullah from Tanzania. It is a 900-minute time. The match, as you can see, turning at the bottom. Get a 40 shot clock at 30-second extension per frame. Now, the player from Tanzania, Abdullah, he has been in China before. I've definitely seen him in China before, playing in the Joy Grand Finals. So, he knows the table well and is quite an avid player of the game. You can see quite confident on the table, but we'll have to see whether the scoreline shows the same. If you do have a look at the top of your screen, you can see the Predator 9-ball table. They are playing 10-ball. Other disciplines in this Commonwealth Billiard Championship, we have snooker, black ball, and 10-ball, and then of course ball. Key sponsors for this event sponsoring the tables, we have the Rassen tables for the snooker, we have the United King pool tables for the black ball, the Predator tables for the 10-ball, and of course the Joy Q8 steel blocked gold leg table for the Hayball. This is the same equipment that we use in China for all the Joy events, the Joy Grand Finals and all the Joy station events as well. Only the best equipment being played on here, and this table would win, another one of our key sponsors at this event. So Win and Joy, such an amazing combination to play on. We did hear from Jason Turon yesterday in an interview. You can find that interview on the WPALive.tv webpage, and we're going to be posting that on Facebook as well. Yeah, he was talking about combination of Win and the Joy, how good they, how fast slides, and what actually with Win, the slide feeling stays for much. So it depends on how you take cable as well, but from what it is a really good combination, and best out of the players when you play on the best conditions. And it's one thing that has been true throughout this tournament thus far. The players are loving the conditions. As you can also see, we have referees at every table. I believe there are 2 referees per table. The main ref on the table and a timekeeper as well. As I did say, players do get 45 seconds per shot. And obviously with a time limit session, you have to have the time limit per shot as well. I was about to say that looks in, so he has helped Abdullah a lot there, hitting that 5 ball. And that means he is black ball. Now, seeing that shot, he pot his opponent's ball. Why is it not a foul? So hay ball rules, as long as you make contact with your ball first, you can pot your opponent's ball. Oh, towards the outside jaw. You cannot be cheating these pockets, Abdullah. Cannot be cheating them. Another chance now for Nsangu. Nice pot there. And he looks good if he can land nicely on the 9 to the center. Giving himself here to get the first frame on the board after that mistake from Abdullah. Oh, nice pot. He made that look better than that. The pockets from that angle can sometimes made that look quite easy. Did Nsangu. And even that shot, Nsangu goes 1-0 up, gets his first on the board. Bandu from Zambia is against Abdullah from here. Just joining us to day 2 here at the Commonwealth Championship 5. We are Mauritius, Revanala at Chal, right on. And this is round 1. We have 16 players in a division per category, so 16 men and women. The hayball category and so on and so forth for all the other categories as well. And also with having 16 players, we have 4 sessions daily at 10 a.m., 12:30, 3 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. local time here in Mauritius. That is GMT +4. But also a really relaxed schedule here. We have 2 table discipline, 2 playing tables, 1 practice table in the practice venue, which is next door. So players before their match can have some table time. We also have a carom table, a Hollywood carom table, sponsored to us by Hollywood, and for a carom demonstration, which will be going on throughout the tournament. We also will be going live on that, and we will have videos up on the streaming pages, wpalive.tv, as well as all our social media platforms on Facebook. And a really magnificent tournament and such a production put on by WPA and Maupool organization. Maupool organization, I believe, under a year old, but really from strength to strength. hold it like this. It really shows what you can do if you put your mind to it and if you have a dream. To achieve. The dream of whole organization was a tournament of this magnitude, and they've done it. Then a year for to be endorsed by the Commonwealth, a big stepping stone, and on our way into getting bottom to the Olympics. Just like Nandu, that was an excellent finish from him. He went through that so easily, maneuvering that cue ball wherever he needed to go, landing perfectly on the black ball, as you can see. He has definitely now on table. Very comfortable in that frame indeed, and that's what it's about, especially when you're on this main table. It's about being comfortable. Of course, you know you're on the main table. You know the importance of it. It is a single elimination tournament, which means that if you do lose, you are out, straight knockout. So very to obviously get ahead in the match as fast as you can, find yourself. It's almost like playing a final. That's the setup here on this main TV table. You have the cameras as well. That's from where we are seating. And also it's not only one camera, it's quite a few cameras, as you can see. The table change. There we have another view here. Fantastic broadcast here by WPALive.tv, powered by 4 Cents, to bring us such an amazing production so that the viewers at home can feel like you're there. That break once again from Abdullah. Yeah, nothing going in there, so league break, open table, and that will bring Nandu to the table now. And as you would have noticed, the break rule has changed. I believe last year we were still playing with the break rule, where 4 balls had to pass the ball line. So that has been changed. Revision 2025 of the hay-ball rules. Now 4 balls contact with a cushion, which makes it easier in that. Also magic racks anymore we are using, which adds another element of uncertainty. You never know exactly what's going to happen on that break. Yeah, I think the change has been for most players. It's always nice to keep the game exciting. And the thing about the magic rack is it can be learned, it can be practiced. And I've seen players with about a 90-95% success rate of getting a ball in that center pocket off that break, calling the ball, saying to you that 2 ball there is going into the center. And yeah, almost every single time, 9 out of 10 times at least. So I think what they've done there, very nearly putting the black ball there. If that 6 wasn't there, and Nandu was in trouble. Yeah, the magic rack is a template, so it's gonna rack the balls exactly the same way every single time, and it takes away the element of unknown from the game. And they actually just changed the rule when I had the magic break, because there was a break for it. Hit the first ball about 3/4 to half. Cue ball goes to the opposite side cushion, back up table, and you are getting a ball in the center, sometimes 2. So So after I just learnt the break, I see the new rule change comes into play, and yeah, you have to start all over again. And we along in China, the Joy Grandmasters Finals, 13th edition of that. Players really struggling with that break, and especially in the long races, the 13s, 15s, and even 21s, you could see how the break matters. Because if you're breaking from the front and you're putting a lot of power in and you're not making a ball, the opponent has come to the table with a completely open table. And also in China we were playing winner's break, so you can imagine then the pressure on you to break well. And again, very close to that black ball, really flirting with danger here. Yeah, with the winner's break, it's because if you are not breaking better than you, because every frame you are going to be able to back. Whole purpose winners break the table, it's run opponent in his seat. However, this tournament we are alternate break. I think Abdullah still bounce with us because he's really yeah, is Nandu Bandu. Really can't play. Is he playing? Oh my word, he's playing 2-5 onto the 14. Look at that for a shot. Oh, that's brilliant stuff. And if he had hit any more perfect, that ball would have potted as well. There, Abdullah also making great use of the combination rule. As long as you make contact with your ball first, you can pot your opponent's ball. That's another great rule that comes through in these hay ball rules. Oh, look at this for a shot. Have a look at that. That is absolutely from something that 7 ball out into open play. Ball awaits him at the center pocket. Yeah, he's just double checking. It's good to do that. It shows discipline from the player. Yeah, perfect. He's got the speed of this table now. I was just about to say the confident way to play that is to screw past the black ball, but contact with that. But he's good, he's all good, and Nandu Bandu puts his 3rd point on the board. And Zambia really run away with this match now. 3 frames to 0, race to 9, 80 minutes left on the clock. The men's round 1 of the hay ball division. You are watching Commonwealth Billiards Championships 2025 live from Mauritius, the Revanala Attitude Hotel. And what a brilliant event this is. So far, we are only positive things from the players, which is what we strive for. And when we are trying to pull off a tournament like this, the main thing, we players to playing there. And for players to be playing, they need the conditions. The tournament also in the same hotel the players are, so that also makes a huge. Is it not only physically, but it takes a toll when you have to always travel up and down to the playing venue or up and down to the practice venue. Having the venue and the hotel together is that's really chicken, and that's what WA and Maupool have done. Oh, what a break this is. And Sangu Bandhu absolutely that break. So legal break, open table, and it's his table. Have a look at this break again. Yeah, he catches that first ball almost straight on with the cue ball. He was, and he's already entering here. And making quick work of him. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's a classy shot. Not an easy shot at all. You have to really know what you're doing. You have to be in tune. With your game and with the table to get that one right always. Yeah, didn't expect him to miss that one, and Sangu Bandhu, and let Abdullah back to the table. But Abdullah was not able to capitalize with that chance. So let's see what Sangu can do now. Yeah, he was gone again. If that went in, he was gone. That was going to be his 4th point on the board. And just like that. Yeah, but we have seen the tides change in these matches, most matches from yesterday actually. We did see tides change. One of the players went up 3 or 4-0 and the other player made a comeback, and most times the other player was able to just keep that momentum going. It's all about momentum. Wow. Oh, that's unfortunate. Could the tides be turning here? Are we going to see Abdullah get his first point on the board? How did he manage to? He went on the inside of the 10, outside of the 11, and straight to that top. Look, not up to get into. How did he manage to do? From that camera angle, you could see the gap between the 11 and the 10. Not a big gap at all, but yeah, he is back at the table now. Oh, is he going to push the 5 onto the 12? No, he's good. He's good, but have a look at the black ball. Where is the black ball going? What he could play 3 is safe. He could play a combination. At 3 is not safe. Yeah, I'm really keen to see what he does with this black ball, where he takes it. Where is he looking for? Is he looking for a center pocket? I would play the 8 onto the 4 combination, but play it for the double drop. Yeah, he's looking at, have a look at this. Gonna go. What in 4 in Sangu Bandhu. That's actually brilliant stuff. Gets his 4th point on the board, and that is a TV shot as we have a and have a look at the 4. The 4 is not inside the pocket. Perfectly executed. You couldn't have played that shot any better. Brilliant stuff from Sangu Bandhu to lead 4 frames to 0 over Abdullah from Tanzania. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. I would like to actually interview both these players after this match, and for you guys at home to get to know the players a little bit more, the players on screen and also the players who are continuing in to the rest of the tournament. Winner from here goes into the last 8 already, so already by tomorrow Coming up to the business end of the tournament. Last 8 and last 4. And then we have the finals being played on the 6th of July.
Board in hand.
As we see that shot, that was fantastic. That was fantastic the way he played that. My word, I saw the shot, but I didn't think he'd make it. Never thought he'd make that one. Brilliant, brilliant stuff from him. Just and why print the bats, because Predator are playing now discipline to the Commonwealth Billiards Championship is 10 ball, black ball and snooker, as well as of course hay ball. As we do see small discussion with the referees, head referee Kobus Kerstein and his team doing a fantastic job at this event. These referees have been trained by Kerstein himself. Do believe he is the All Africa head referee as well. So one of the best referees in the world, Kobus Kerstein. A big well done to the referees. Not only the job they do at the tournament, but the job they do before the tournament, and all the help that goes on and all the effort that's put into the tournament by them. World class work from Kobus and his team. And I can tell you something, it's every person you see here at this tournament is somebody who's helping to make this tournament better and who's making it better. And then there are so many people you can see, the people who set up the venue, the people who set up the LED screens you are seeing, the tables, and yeah, there's so much more that goes into a tournament like this. I would like to say a big thank you to those people as well behind the scenes who you don't see, who are working tirelessly to get this tournament going, to get this broadcast out there to you. A massive well done and congratulations on a fantastic tournament thus far. As we see that break from Abdullah, it looks to be, looks to be dry. And Sangu to the table, and he really is firing it up. He's leading 4-0. They've been playing for now 30 minutes. And to me, confidence is just growing. And after that that shot that he hit, the black 4 ball, be a shot for the highlight reels for the tournament.
10. Running. From to Tanzania. What? Ball in hand. Time running. Right, open table. That's it. Do that right. Instruction.
And if you are just joining us, welcome back to the Commonwealth Billiards Championship 2025 live in Mauritius from the Rivanala Attitude Hotel. Just having a look at the scoreboard, we see that Abdullah was able to get his first point on the board in the previous frame. We did see Nandu pulling that lead of 4-0 very quickly. 30 minutes. Brilliant shot he played on the black ball to win the fourth point. That combination double drop, black ball to the 4 into the corner. You will definitely be seeing that shot more times throughout this tournament. That was a fantastic shot and it should definitely be on the highlight reel. But we do see that Abdullah has also found himself now in the match, able to put 1 point on the board. And sometimes all you need to get started. Yeah, you see if that went in, he was on the black ball to the center, and that could have been his second. He's definitely put some pressure on Nandu now in this frame. What is he looking at? Either looking at playing to snooker Abdullah on that 11. The shot is also available to play 1 onto the 11, leave the cue ball up table. Make use of the combination. Would love for the 5 to bounce. Yeah, doesn't want to leave it on that side cushion. This is day 2, session 1 here at the Commonwealth Billiards Championship, and you are watching the Hayball division. We do have 3 other cue sport disciplines at this tournament. We have snooker, handball, and Abdullah puts his frame on the board. It's just looking at whether the ball stayed on tape. Did, as we shot him another angle. Abdullah gets second board. There we have the match time at the bottom. When this match started, we had a 100-minute match clock. So each session here is 100 minutes. Race to 9 for the men, race to 7 for the ladies. This is a straight knockout. And we are playing on the Joy tables, which are Ebowen cloth. Only the best conditions here at this event. So to break in this 7th frame is Abdullah from Tanzania. He trails by 2 frames as in Sung. It's 4-2. That's also a powerhouse break from him, but it doesn't look like anything's the 1 ball. Yes, 1 ball just dropping in. Have a look at the 1 ball just off the off the 2 and then hit by the 12. He's well on his way to possibly getting his 3rd point now in this match. Yeah, that could have worked out better for him, pushing those 2 legs to the side, but he's taking one of them up to the top now, and this looks good. Just contact to the inside cushion. Yeah, they don't win when they contact the inside cushion first. You're better off hitting the outside jaw rather than the inside jaw on these Hayball tables. I'm sure in previous tournaments you might have seen other Joy tables. They do come in different versions. You have the silver brown as well. This is the gold-legged Q8 table the same table that's used at the Grandmasters finals in China. And the main difference with this table is not only is the slate thicker as well, which gives you a more even, more consistent playing surface. You also have the patented steel block cushions, and that's what makes the difference. Each cushion weighing in at about kilos, 40 to 45 kilos, with a steel block on it. And yeah, that's what keeps the bounce consistent off the cushions. It's also the reason why the pockets take the way they do. Sometimes you'll see a ball coming off the outside jaw, inside jaw, and then being sucked in by the pocket, and that's because there's no give on the cushion, because it's bolted onto the slate on the steel block. And yeah, those little things make the conditions the best for the players, and there we see Nandu just getting slightly unlucky. Played the right shot to get that cue ball around the table the way he did. Yeah, he went for the bang shot to the top, possibly trying off the stripe. Or just not able to make contact with his object ball on that occasion. Ball again from Tanzania. This looks like he could be getting his third point on the board. Have a look at this. Oh, is the cue ball? Is it going to go too far? Oh my word, what has he done there? Okay, it's come far enough. Now this ball goes into the other corner, but he's snooping. Go. Did he get it tight enough behind the 15? That would have been his plan. Got the snooker. This must make contact. Oh, good contact. Good contact. But he's left the 15 on. See the way Abdullah decides to play this. That has not worked out that well. He's gonna have to banks. Watch out. Center pocket. Here it comes. And it's there. Oh, nice shot from Abdullah to make it 3. And this is exactly what I spoke about earlier in the match. He looks to be running away with the match. And then all of a sudden, the opponent is able to come back. So from 4-0 up, the score is now 4-3. Abdullah from Tanzania has been able to win 3 frames on the spin after he was down by 4 frames. So that's a fantastic comeback thus far for him. And now we are at a point in this match where the scoreline really does matter, I feel. This next frame here is the one. This next frame to make it 4-all, or for Nandu to go 5-3 up. Especially as you can see, the time is running. These are timed matches at 100 minutes per session. So we're just over halfway through with the session now. And yeah, it's all to play for. This is single elimination. This is the men's round 1, so this is their first match in this tournament. And this is day 2 of the tournament already, which means these 2 players had a nice day of relaxation yesterday. And the winner as well, the winner from this will most likely have another day off. It's a fantastic schedule we have here at the Commonwealth. Player can never make an excuse saying they are worn out or tired. Firstly, they're in Mauritius, on the island. 100 meters from though, not relaxed. They can't say that. Everything about this place, the tournament, the venue, the beat, the way the schedule is set up is based on the players being able to perform at their best. Yeah, he'd want to answer the question now of whether he can extend that lead, Will and Sangu, because really questions are being asked of him in the last 3 frames from Abdullah to win those 3 unanswered. It's turned a bit, maybe a bit of Livius 3 also gave him there as well. But if you had a lead, it does definitely. And the confidence now in Abdullah is really, you're really seeing that. And that's the thing with these medium length to long races. A race to 9, for example, you have the opportunity to always come back, because imagine if this was a race to 5, for example, and then Sangu Bandhu was 4-0 up, race to 5. What are you going through as Abdullah? You're honestly feeling quite defeated already. Have that. He is absolutely just left. All he has to do is mention on the 6 ball at the bottom. And here it comes. It's actually going to go into the 6. Slight touch. Yeah, he pots this. He's on that black ball to the center, and that's to make it 4-all. And we spoke about how important of a frame this is for both players. Here it comes. How has that not gotten in? And as you can see, he was on that black ball to the left center pocket if that went in. So we've seen the situation before. On the first point that Abdullah put on the board, he had the ball in the jaw, pressure was on Sangu, and he was able to clinch that frame. And now with that ball in hand for Abdullah, I have to say this is looking like his 4th point. He plays that nicely, gets the cue ball close to his work, and this black ball to make it 4-all. Brilliant stuff from Abdullah, and I can't believe what is unbelievable. It looked like Nsangu from Zambia was going to be walking away with this match, and what a comeback from Abdullah to make it 4-all. But yeah, that's the thing about the long races. You always have the opportunity to come back. You can afford to take a few frames to find yourself, get comfortable on the table, and once you do start playing your game, you're able to get back into the match, equalize the score at least, so you are on level peggings with your opponent, and from there on possibly then take the lead and yeah, extend that and win the match. And because this is a timed match now, we have 44 minutes left on the clock, so now
Ball in hand.
Whichever player can get a 2-frame lead now, that's most likely going to be the winner of this match. I can't believe what is going on in this match. Unbelievable. At first it looked like
Legal right,
Nandu
open
was-
table.
That's most likely going to be the winner of this match. Yeah, and Sangu has to do something. He has to do something about this momentum that Abdullah has. That's what it is for me. It's the momentum shift. And when your opponent is flying like that, it's quite tough.
Solid in play.
Definitely quite tough to play against that. Yeah, looks like he's finding himself slightly, but losing the cue ball. I don't see anything on. Had a look at the one. Does the 7-6 7-6 combination? He's having a look at that. Doesn't look to be set to me. Looks like it's heading towards the outside jaw, but let's have a look at it. Yeah, I think he tried to make that one, and yeah, not going his moment. Oh, the way this game ebbs and flows is amazing, really. Really amazing stuff to see. And from a viewer's perspective and a spectator's perspective, you can imagine how exciting this is for us. I mean, it could have been all good and well seeing Nsangu Bandu going 9-0 up and just finishing the match in 50 minutes. But this is a story. This is a story. You can imagine the fight that Abdullah is putting up. Expect go in. Really want to go in as well. Now he hasn't left Nsangu with much, so every time Nsangu coming to the table, there's nothing much on, and tried to leave the cue ball safe, but obviously that 10 hanging in the pocket, that's going to be his ball to get. He got the 9 next, he has the 15 as well. I think he might have just landed on the 15. If he has, it'd be a good time to get rid of that ball. Push the cue ball slightly up table towards the center pocket, and then he has options after that. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, I would have liked to get the cue ball a little bit more out, closer to his work on the 11, or even be able to pot the 9 into the bottom right corner. Oh, these next 2 frames. These next 2 frames are really going to be the frames that make or break this match. Oh, wow. Look at the reaction on that cue ball. What in the world? From that distance. Unbelievable. He actually almost got the cue ball around the back of the 2 and up for the 9. That's brilliant stuff from Abdullah, and yeah, that's not a shot you're playing if you're not confident. Have to be so confident in your ability to play a shot like that. Okay, he's moved the 9, but what has he left? I think the 1 might go. I think he might have. No, he hasn't. So safety from Nsangu, getting the double kiss on the 7. Oh, that's a nice pot. Lovely bang shot on that 9 ball from Abdullah. Looks like he's left himself nicely on the 12. Unbelievable stuff to come from 4-0 down. Oh, look at that one. And he got the cue ball exactly the route he wanted. You look at the pot on the black ball. This requires good cueing. Now it's almost straight. Cue ball close to the cushion. This requires a really good pot. This will show us. This will show us how he's cueing. It's there. His cueing is there. The black ball is there, and his 5th point is there as well. Abdullah takes the lead. It's only taken him 63 minutes to take the lead in this match. He has been down the entire match. It's down 4-0. It's down 4-0 in 30 minutes at the beginning of this match, and he was able to now win 5 unanswered frames against Nsangu Bandu from Zambia. This is a race to 9, ladies and gentlemen. 36 minutes left. Timed sessions at us. So yeah, we are reaching the closing stages of this match now.
Ball in hand. Time running. Legal break. Start in play.
Yeah, so the momentum shift is definitely real in this match. Players are very evenly matched as well. Quite surprised if we don't see a shootout, if the score is as it is, because now would be the to get his lost 5 games. Imagine how few opportunities, but it's not a good place to be. Not a good. Just touches the inside. Yeah, it's never going in once it touches that side cushion. So after this session, we do have our next session at 12:30 p.m. p.m. Let's have a look at who is at 12:30 p.m. and that's GMT +4. So we have Lyndall Vine from Australia against Boinilo Molefi from Botswana, and that will be a race to 700 minutes as well. Looking forward to that match. That is our next session, 12:30 p.m. GMT +4 after this. And while we are in the ladies category, last match of the day at 5:30 p.m. will be Aminath Halim against South Africa's Marina Jacobs, and that will also be on the TV. We have another that's be final session that at PM. That's after that against Shin Mel. So that's 10 a long way from against Chris Melling. Yeah, so these are the matches coming up today, and yeah, gonna be some cracker matches on that TV table for us. So a lot of action for the rest of day 2 and for the rest of this tournament as well. So isn't Sangu finally coming back? Is he back? Oh, look at that. Look at that. That would have been an excellent shot. Looking at how he got the 5 out as well, that would have been, yeah, it could have been his 5th point. But you see, that's where you have to get a few good rolls as well. You have to. And that's what I find strange of him sometimes, is you of your life 4-0 up, just one shot wrong. You shouldn't have, and just like that, entire dynamic of the match changes. The tide swings, your opponent starts to get a few good rolls, you start to get a few bad rolls, the scoreline changes, and before you know it, you are 5-4 down when you are 4-0 up. Now I think that's also such an overlooked part of our sport, billiards in general, or cue sport, is the mental side, the mental effect of these situations. Because at 4-0 up, you almost halfway to the finish line. You're pretty much thinking you've got this in the bag, and for your opponent to come back like that, it really does put a different kind of pressure on you. Leave the TV table or the spectators, or the fact that you know you're on camera. It's a totally different kind of pressure. And that's why tournament play, match play is so important to up your game, because
10 ball, you have 30 minutes in your session. 30 minutes.
As we referee announcing 30 minutes left in the session, we have our timer at the bottom of the screen. This is a 100-minute timed match. 30 minutes now remaining. Yeah, that's why it's important to get your BMT, your big match temperament right, and so you're able to handle these situations, doesn't affect you at all. You have to remember the same does apply if you are the player who is 4-0 down. At that point in time, you feel like, are you even going to get a frame on the board? Are you going to lose this match 9-0? So you have to think about all those things going through the player's head, especially when you see is missing easy shots. That usually miss. That's because of the pressure that is upon them. And this black ball for Abdullah, 6 point, and it's there. What a finish that is. Look at the sigh of relief from him. He knows how important that frame was. Abdullah takes a 6-4 lead against Nsangu Bandu from Zambia.
Abdullah 6 point, and it's there. What a
Bowling. Time running. Legal break, open game. Solid in play.
So let's have a look at that scoreline once again. 6-4 in favor of Abdullah from Tanzania. Currently on the table is Nsangu Bandu from Zambia. Currently 2 frames behind when he was 4-0 up. So 6 unanswered frames. And we have the clock, the match clock running down at 6 left on the clock. Such a situation to be in. I don't think it's the time to start a run yet. Oh, what a shot that is. And things just now flowing for Abdullah. It's just going. Everything's just going. Look at this. I can see a 7th point here if he's able to get position on the black ball. Yeah, I would take the combo now. Take the combo, leave the 10-10, then 10. Similar by this type of way, you don't have a banker ball, so the 14 would have been the banker. Yeah, is he okay? That's the issue. So now you could have played the 14 if you had the 14. Can he pot this ball? Placing it. Okay. Okay, that could work. As long as Nsangu gets his cue ball safe. I don't think it is. It's not. It's not safe. Oh, fantastic stuff. Absolutely brilliant stuff from Abdullah. And now how does he get position on that black ball? From here we can see The black ball goes to the bottom left corner pocket. When I say bottom left, that's at the table from the bottom. Oh, here the cue ball comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Almost. That is very close. Can he see it? Black ball. No, he doesn't. Okay. Okay, now this is a chance for Nsangu. 23 minutes remain. This needs the next frame. Yeah, it's amazing because the tide change was after the fourth frame, and the fourth point was when he put that fantastic onto the 4-ball combination. Or that honestly thought that was in. Honestly thought he had there. But he at the moment, 22 minutes remaining. He leads by 2 frames in this race to 9. If he could secure this frame, he's pretty much sorted, and things just not going in Nsangu's way. Should have been able to get position on one of those from the top of the table. He's got it. He's made contact. And he's also managed to bring the black ball out. Yeah, he's managed to get a good cue ball. Has managed to get a good cue ball. So this black ball, is he taking it to the top left? It's there. Oh, what a shot that is. What a shot that is from Abdullah, from Tanzania. Unbelievable stuff. He gets his 7th point on the board. He leads 7-4. That is 7 frames in a row for him. What a comeback this has been. And now I believe with just under 20 minutes remaining on the clock. There we go, 20 minutes remaining on the clock. He leads by 3. Very tough ask for Nsangu to make his comeback now with time running.
Ball in hand. Time running. Legal break. Open table.
referee say open table, stripe potted, and there it is. That was the 13 ball into the left center pocket.
Solid in play.
Solids in play from Nsangu Bandu from Zambia now at the table. He trails by 3 frames. I keep saying this is the time he needs a frame. Needed this frame for a while now. He needed this frame when the score was 4-3 to him still. To make it 5-3, that could have run. But this is for him. He's knocked in. Oh, where's this has got Nsangu Bandu. He needs to keep going with this. Just keep going. Keep potting ball. Running down. This looks good. It looks good. Short. Just slightly short. So Abdullah now leading by 3 frames. 17 minutes left in the set. It was a 100-minute time session. Oh yeah, we can see what he tried there. Tried to play that 4 ball onto the 7 ball. That's in. That is in. That is in, and the cue ball stays on the table. Managing to pot his opponent's ball as well and not leaving him on anything, but might be able to do the same here with the 3. Yeah, I would have liked that 3 to be even closer to the pocket if he could have. Yeah, with things not Nsangu but from Zam. Every single point you get needs to be potting more balls than doing. And more importantly, needs frame right now. Needs some kind of boost to get his momentum up, and we have seen frames completed in 3 to 5 minutes, so if he could get this frame, he could beat the clock. And if this match would be tied at the end of the 100 minutes, it would be going to a penalty shootout. We have not had a penalty shootout yet on this TV table. Really do hope one tournament. It would be amazing to have a penalty shootout on this TV table. But now Abdullah nicely on the 15. Don't know how straight he is. Looks like he's going, yeah, with a bit of stun, forcing the angle out there, queuing through that. He's left himself ball now, and this, if he gets this 8th point on the being by 4, that's it for Nsangu, based on the time, of course. It's a very, very tough ask to come back from that. Is the cue ball going to stay on the table? Yes, it does. Abdullah gets his 8th point. He leads 8 frames to 4 over Nsangu Banda. Yeah, he is a happy man, I can tell you that. Abdullah from Tanzania, 8 frames on the spin. Nah, this is legendary stuff from Abdullah. Really fantastic stuff, and I would love to know, and yeah, we will be hopefully getting both players after the match and interview both players. I'd love to know what was going through his head at 4-0 down, and how was he able to overcome that.
Ball in hand. Time running. Out. Ball in hand. Time running. Scraps and play.
Yeah, I'd love to know from these players what was going through.
Foul. Ball in hand. Scraps and play. Time's running.
Yeah, I'd love to know what was going on in the mind of players at different score lines from Abdullah. Or now he was able to himself in the moment and able to pull off. And look at that. Look at that. And where's the 2 going to finish off? If it gets a small, okay, no bounce, but in a much better position than it. And yeah, no, this is a dangerous player right now. This is a very dangerous player, full of confidence on the table. Absolutely free-flowing, and that's what we love to see. We love to see a player who's just playing their best. Oh, look at that pot. That is absolutely ridiculous into that side pocket. Brilliant, brilliant from Abdullah. He does not want the clock to tell him when he's done. He wants to finish this match on his own. Can see it. Yeah, he played that in try and get that out. He knew he was cannoning into the black ball. So I played it with enough pace so the cue ball would push through the black ball and come out. Hope he plays in the next round. Better definitely watch out. This is a dangerous, dangerous player. Nine minutes left now in the And where's this cue ball going to be going? Really close in as well.
Yeah, minutes left in the minute.
That's a nice pot from Nsangu, but this is the kind of time in the match when he has to start rushing a little bit. Does not have time to hang about. 8 minutes left on the clock, trailing by 4. It equates to about 2 minutes a frame. And we might see Nsangu getting his 5th point here. He does so. Nsangu gets his point. Okay. 7 minutes on the clock. He trails by 3. Yeah, it's still possible. It's still possible that he can tie this match up at least.
See Nsangu getting 5th point. He does so.
Ball in hand. Running.
So 6 minutes now left on the clock for Nsangu Bandu
Legal break.
to make a comeback.
Point table.
And he's managed to pot a ball on that break as well, so he trails by 3. 6 minutes now left on the clock for Nsangu Bandu. He needs to be flying on the table now. 5 minutes 40 left. Needs to be absolutely flying. On this table now does Nsangu. If he wanted this, not look bad. This is not looking bad at all. Where was this player for the last 8 racks? And look at that, he would have had the black ball to the center pocket. Oh my.
Ball in hand. Time running.
If you guys have just joined the stream now, welcome to session 1 of the Commonwealth Billiards Championship 2025 here in Mauritius. This is day 2 and all the streams are on the WPA go to that page to register for matches and ask why the objective now is it match. The next session will be at 12:30 p.m. local time here in Mauritius. That is G+4. And also you can find all the links to these matches and all the disciplines here at this tournament on our digitalpool.com links, which is on the WPA Facebook page and Joy pages as well. So do keep an eye out on that. Gets his extension out for this one. Yeah, that's just purely because of the length. Able with the extension on. 2 minutes 30 seconds left. This needs to go in the center. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, you might other. Banda. It's there. Put frame on 6th for remaining. Yeah, I do think Abdullah is safe though. He did a very good job of pulling out that lead from 4-0 down to 8-4 up. Wasn't able to close out the match 9-4 like he would have liked, but yeah, based on the time as well, that lead was all he needed, especially with, I believe it was about 12 minutes remaining at that time. So that worked out really well for him, getting that lead, pulling away 4 frames at least, and yeah, he was sorted after that. And it looks like it's going to be Abdullah to break in this 15th frame. He is leading 8 frames to 6. And there we go. 1 minute left in the session for Hayball.
Ball in hand. Timer.
He's already, look at the smile on Abdullah's face. He knows this match is through to the next round. Look at it. It's a nice check. Has he made a ball on the break? No, he hasn't. So his opponent's going to come to the table.
Eagle break, open table.
With 30 seconds remaining.
30 seconds.
Yeah, it's... his opponent shakes his hand. He concedes. And nice sportsmanship there. Abdullah from Tanzania takes that one. 8 frames to 6. Over Nsangu Banda from Zambia. That was a very, very exciting match for our first match of the day on the TV table. 4-0 down to come back, make it 8-4. And yeah, he is the winner of this match. I've been your commentator, Raymond Talak, for this match. And